Better get the coleslaw, y'all, cause we're having us a barbecue.
Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited, Isis, All That Glitters. The goddess next door takes on a bikini-clad bank robber in this action-packed all-new Isis series adventure. Get Isis, All That Glitters in paperback and Kindle Unlimited today.
Actress Taryn Manning presented an extremely disturbing video on TikTok where she confessed to having an affair with a married man and having a preference for tossed salads.
So I had to pull over because I'm just like, I don't want to like cause crashes because I'm just so rooted right now. So the man that I've been messing with is a married man, and every night, well, for about 3 nights in a row, or even maybe there's a night in between, I was licking his butthole. Yep. Because he liked it. And I didn't mind doing it. Does that bother? Is that weird? Yeah. And that is what demons do. So
say no to drugs, kids. Just say no. Now, in this extremely disturbing video, Taryn Manning, who clearly is under the influence of alcohol or some sort of drug, says that she needs to pull over before she has an accident and decides to take that moment to start recording a video where she starts to talk about this extramarital affair that she's having with a married man. And as she's sitting there talking about this affair she's having with this married man, she talks about how she enjoys licking this man's backside and giving him rim jobs. And as she sits there and talks about how she likes to lick this man's backside and give him pleasure, she talks about how she is enjoying being with this man and providing him with sexual pleasures that his wife would not give them. Now, as she continues to go on in this rambling video, she also talks about how she likes this man so much and licking his backside that she talks about how she wants to buy him a boat, and also talks about how she would get into it with this other woman as related to fighting to preserve the affair she's having with this married man. Now, after watching this video, I had to shake my head because as I listened to Taryn Manning, she definitely fits the pattern and profile for feminist indoctrinated women that I talk about in my book, The Woman Crisis. And as I was listening to Taryn Manning, she fit several chapters of The Woman Crisis. She fit the chapter I talked about as related to the sexual promiscuity of the modern woman. She also fit the chapter as related to the sexual deviancy of the modern woman. And she also fit into the chapters where I talked about how these women look to have extramarital affairs. And this whole situation, when I look at Taryn Manning overall, she's a textbook example of a woman in crisis. And she's a woman in crisis who is out here. I believe she says that she is a demon, and I'll have to agree with her. She is possessed by several demons, and the first demon she's possessed with is the Jezebel spirit. Now, the Jezebel spirit is one that possesses many modern Western women, and that demon has those women thinking that they are going to go out here and be on their own by themselves without the support of male leadership. And these women go out here on their own, and as this demon drives them, it drives them into sexual promiscuity. And what that sexual promiscuity does is it opens them up to even more demons, because each man that they lie with, what that does is, like Ringo talks about, is that man puts his spirit and DNA inside of that woman. And as that spirit and DNA are in that woman, what happens is, because these women don't bond with one man, what happens is these women have a whole bunch of spirits fighting inside of them. And as those spirits fight with that woman's spirit, it causes that woman to have issues. And as she's having these mental, spiritual, and emotional issues, what she looks to do to get away from those demons inside of her is she starts going out here and getting on substances like alcohol and drugs to escape the demons that are tormenting her. And as she's looking to get away from those demons that are tormenting her, what she actually does is open herself up to more demons, and those demons have her pushing boundaries. And that's what's happened here with Taryn Manning. The demons that have possessed her, like the Jezebel spirit and the spirit of sexual promiscuity, have her looking to escalate her behavior in order to get more sexual pleasure. And as she looks to explore more sexual pleasure, she winds up breaking boundaries, like going out here and committing adultery with a married man. And she also looks to explore sexual deviancy with this married man, offering him sexual acts that he would not get from his wife. Because what happens with many of these married men is they will go to women like Taryn Manning, make them a side piece, and they will go out here and have women like Taryn Manning go out here and participate in sexual deviancy with them and be able to try to make their world smooth with their wife. With their wife, they will just have traditional vaginal sex. But what they will do with women like Taryn Manning is go out here and explore sexual deviancy by going out here and participating in things like sodomy and aningulus. They will go out here and look to participate in these behaviors with these women like Taryn Manning. And what they will do is do this because they feel like there is no transgression if they go out here and have the relationships with these women, where they can go out here and participate in these sex acts. If they feel that if they eat the groceries with that woman, then everything will be fine because it's outside of their marriage. And these individuals, again, will go out here and participate in this behavior with this side piece, and they'll participate in this behavior with the side piece and believe that it's perfectly fine. So what this guy is doing is basically trying to keep his world smooth. He doesn't want to go out here and ask his wife to participate in these deviant sex acts. So he goes to this actress and goes out here and asks her to do it, basically treating this actress like a prostitute. But this woman, because she's been indoctrinated into feminism, will sit there and believe that she's participating in an act that will empower her. That's how everything gets twisted for a woman like Taryn Manning. She's sitting there thinking that this is an act that is going to go out here and get her the favor of this man, because what she's doing is creating a covert contract in her mind as related to this man. She believes that if she participates in these deviant sexual acts, this will lead to an opportunity for her to have a relationship with this man, and possibly this man, what he will do is go out here and look to go out here and offer her marriage. That's what she's thinking she may receive. That's what she's believing she may receive as related to this relationship with this man. And in order to sweeten the deal, what she's trying to do to incentivize this man into marrying her is she's looking to go out here and buy his affection by looking to buy him this boat that she talks about. This is all part of the covert contract that this woman has. And a lot of women who are rich like this, they do this because they really cannot go out here and get the attention of a quality man. And they can't get the attention of a quality man, not because of their celebrity status, but because they do not understand the role of a woman, because they've been indoctrinated into feminism, and they've also been indoctrinated into Hollywood. And because they've been indoctrinated into feminism in Hollywood, they believe that they don't need to submit to the authority of a man. They don't believe they need to follow the lead of a man. And they believe that because they are Hollywood celebrities, the man needs to fit into their world. So what happens is these women become, while they have great success as related to the entertainment industry, what happens is they get targeted by predators, and what those predators do is exploit those women, go out here, talk a good game to them, get them to go out here and drop the skid mark jockey thong at a no-tell motel, go out here, whip out the carbon rod, go out here, stick the carbon rod in the atomic waste reactor, and get their taste of the waste from the special place. And then after they go out here and participate in some nuclear fusion, where they go out here and get their pleasures from this woman and get their groceries taken out, what happens is these women get turned out. And that's basically what's happening to Taryn Manning. But she's sitting there thinking that it's a great thing. She's sitting there thinking it's a great thing that she's being turned out. And sadly, there's nobody there to tell Taryn Manning that she's in a state of decline that happens to many actresses, a state of decline that usually leads to them becoming women in crisis. Because when I look at what's happening here with Taryn Manning, it really reminds me of what happened with a couple of Hollywood historical women in crisis I made videos about. I mean, it really reminds me a lot of many of those stories of those Hollywood historical women in crisis who were out here on the same road that she was. Oh, I've got success. I've been in movies. I've been in TV shows like Orange is the New Black. But she doesn't see how she's being turned out by all of these different guys. And that's the saddest part. In spite of that success, she's a failure as a woman. And she's definitely on the road to becoming a woman in crisis. And I would have to say that she is a woman in crisis. And she's a woman in crisis who desperately needs the intervention of the Most High on her life. Because as she's sitting in this car, she's basically participating in behavior that is extremely embarrassing to watch and extremely disturbing to watch. But when I looked at this video that Mad Black 80 had shown me, I just had to shake my head, because what I see here in this video is everything that I wrote about in the woman crisis, and seeing everything that I wrote about in the woman crisis comes to life again is the saddest part. And the saddest part of all about this whole situation is that this woman is in such denial. She thinks she's doing well, but when I look at this woman, I just see a woman possessed by demons like the Jezebel spirit, the sexual deviant spirit, and the spirit of sexual promiscuity. And all of those demons are numbing her soul and twisting her soul, making her go from a woman to becoming a woman in crisis. Now, if you want to learn more about what leads to women like Taryn Manning winding up becoming women in crisis, you can pick up my book, The Woman Crisis, and learn more about what leads to women going on this road to self-destruction. You can find The Woman Crisis in paperback and Kindle format on Amazon.com, and you can also find The Woman Crisis at other online booksellers like Smashware's The iBookstore, Google Play, and Barnes & Noble. And if you'd like to see me make more videos about women in crisis, you can send a donation to the Patreon, the PayPal, or the Cash App by clicking the links in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.
Now available in paperback. From the author of the critically acclaimed book, The Man Crisis, comes The Woman Crisis. Learn why so many women have become lost in their quest to have it all in The Woman Crisis. Get your copy of The Woman Crisis in paperback at Amazon.com and online booksellers today. Now available for the first time in paperback. Why 70% of black women are single. Learn all the reasons why so many black women can't find a husband and why 70% of black women are single. Get your copy of Why 70% of Black Women Are Single on Amazon.com today.
Support black-owned and black-operated digital broadcast media. www.niceradionetwork.com. Nice Radio Network, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.